One of the best ways with the 3 preseason games here is to find out, is to let them play, and we're going to do that. There may be some guys that play a lot more than others, but for the most part, we're going to decide at the end of the week, and again, depending on how guys are with injuries, whether we put them in and play them or not.
Do you share before the game, like how you'll rotate your quarterbacks, or that just be a game type thing?
Well, we'll wait and see at the end of the week and see how things are.
David, a lot of teams wouldn't play their starters in the preseason, or they would limit them. You guys are obviously in a different situation, which you just mentioned. Does that factor into that it's a competition and you guys are kind of on a different timetable?
That is a very good question, and that's exactly how we're approaching it right now, is that we're still in an evaluation mode. As we went into training camp, we told all of our guys, competition is wide open. And the only way we're going to find out, because we have, almost 50 new players on this football team, and the only way to find out is in game-type situations. And we've got some young guys that basically they have to feel what it's like to play in the game, and basically that's how we're going to approach it. But they will all at some point be able to be playing during this preseason.
How do you balance, obviously you have injury potential, which is why a lot of teams don't play their starters. How do you kind of balance that risk versus reward?
Well, I feel like, again, the only way they're going to find out in the situation that we're in is they got to play. We're not really concerned about that right now. We're more concerned about evaluating. The only way we can evaluate is to see them play.
David, the one year that you were Tyrod's coach and quarterback's coach in Buffalo, his throws traveled the least distance downfield on average. Was that more a function of the personnel, or do you like to emphasize kind of him dissecting defenses underneath?
Well, basically what we like to do is we're going to do what the defense gives us. We're going to do what they allow us to do. And if that means getting it down the field, we'll get it down the field. If I do remember this, prior to getting there in Buffalo at that time with him, the year before I got there, they were one of the better teams in the league at getting the ball down the field. So it's obviously that can be done, and he's done that. Basically, it's going to be what the defense allows us to do. Well, again, we really don't know, and that's why we're going to exactly see, and that's why it's importance of having the 3 preseason games this year to be able to see that happen, and we'll see. Excuse me? Oh, he's shown us, again, as you've seen, when he's had bad days, that he can come back and do what we need to do as a quarterback, and that's what quarterbacks need to do. Just like in the scrimmage, we had some bad plays that happened with that first group, and they overcome it, although that's a hard thing to do. And he's shown that when he's put in that situation that, he's going to come back and he's going to do what we feel like we want to do, play the next play mentality.
So with that, so much wide open and a different kind of approach to the preseason game, does that mean you have less, set number of drives for a guy? Maybe he's on a roll and you let him see, how do you approach
No, we let him play the game. We let him play the game. I'll give you a good example of that is what just happened our last practice. Jeff didn't get as many reps, as and his reps and Davis's reps were a little bit different. That was because we played the game. The drive dictated that, look, they were 3 and they were out. Then next group was up. So basically what we'll do is, as we see those reps unfold, we'll manufacture it to the point to where that we'll make sure, regardless of what happens, that this guy gets enough reps to where we can evaluate him.
David, do you think that because you've had such roster turnover this year, that the preseason games are much more valuable to you guys maybe than some other teams?
I've always felt like, even in the past, that the preseason games is very important. They're very important from the standpoint is, how do you know? We've got to get in game situations where you can know exactly what you got, and they got to play it before that first game, and that's why they're important to be able to do that. And I'm so happy we got 3 of them to do this year. Just like all our other rookies, I could say that about the rookies on defense and the rookies on offense, is that time is what they need. And having these 3 preseason games is so invaluable for those particular guys like that. And even the new guys that we got here that's been playing in the league, because they're basically playing, it's a different deal for them, a different team, in some ways a different system. So we're that's just how it unfolds. Well, the quarterback position, obviously, we know how important that position is. And when you're a rookie, we got to see. And the only way for those guys to grow is by doing. And basically, we're going to, with these 3 preseason games, we're going to put him in a situation and Jeff in a situation where we can see, exactly where they're at and where they are and how we need to use them at that point. It's the same thing I took away from talking to y'all after the scrimmage. It was the same thing then. But the point being was this: what I did see was I saw a team that was flying around. I saw a team that when we made the mistakes, and y'all mentioned this when we talked, we overcome a couple of things offensively. But let me tell you something. That's hard to do. And so this weekend practice, our focus and our concentration is on making sure we eliminate those things. And when we eliminate those things, good things happen.
David, there's kind of been a trend in the NFL the last couple of years where teams during the preseason will practice against other teams before they play. You guys aren't doing that this year. Was there a reason behind that? Or?
The reason is because we felt like we needed to find out what we're all about because we're so new. And so it was more important for us to get those reps with us and us finding out exactly what we are. And I've always enjoyed going against other teams, but I felt like in the situation that we were in, it was best for us to be able to just practice against ourselves. And we've gotten out of it what we wanted.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
You're welcome.